Welcome everyone to my channel, One Life. You only got one life to get it right, so make it count. Today we're going to be getting into a video. I'm just going to respond to it. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I really want you to go watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end. I will leave a link in the description area and the actual channel. That way you can subscribe to it also. But nevertheless, let's get into it. I'm not gonna hold you.
I know you need me.
A diligence, a pursuit of me alone. Do you not understand that the reason that the Israelites kept finding themselves in hardship, in trouble with God, it's because every time he did something, they complained about something else. He brought them out of Egypt, they murmured in the wilderness. He brought them out of Egypt, out of bondage, out of slavery. They found a problem with the food they was eating in the wilderness. And sometimes you got to trust me enough that you become grateful with where I got you in this season. Because before you can enter into the fullness of the promises of God, there is a wilderness you have to go through. There's a place where you have to experience some of God look like he's, come on, you got to go through this place that seems like, God, why did you bring me from that to this?
So I'm gonna interject right there, which is what he's saying is true. Even if you look at this world that we're in, it's like we're in the wilderness and we're trying to get to the promised land. And if you ever read the story of the Egyptians and Israelites and how the Israelites was enslaved to the Egyptian way of life and culture, when God freed them or whatnot, they murmured and complained because they had so much of Egypt in them, and God was trying to purge that out of them in order for them to be ready for the promised land. And some of the things he tell us, what we should do and what we shouldn't do, we don't like it often because we used to a certain way. We used to eating a certain way. And I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about through the gateways and, and if you look at what happened to the Israelites, it was simply they didn't trust God. They didn't have faith in God. They didn't believe God. So they ended up dying out in the wilderness because they wanted the leeks, the onions. They wanted the Egyptian stuff, even though they were in prison to the Egyptians.
But this is the place where trust is being built. This is the place in the wilderness where all of the land of Egypt, all of the stuff you begin to regret that you even liked that stuff. How was I entertained by the one that didn't even care for me, that had me in bondage all these years? And you come to find out that you're in this wilderness, and if you're not careful, you'll be longing for stuff that seemed good, but it ain't good for you. They wanted the leeks and the onions and the garlic that was in Egypt. And so they were murmuring. Do you not know that the children of Israel ate angel food? That's what the Bible said. It said the manna that came down, it said they did eat angels' food. That's what the Bible said. But they didn't want it, Sierra. They complained about it because it said it tastes like fresh oil. But let me tell you something. If God says it's sufficient, it's sufficient. If God said that this is all you need in this hour, that's all I need. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. God says, I'm feeding you with the food of angels. And yet they were so stuck in where they were and wanted so much more than where they were at that God answered them. Either you're going to trust me, because if I gave you what you're asking for, it might kill you.
So like even right there, how often, sometimes we want things and, God said not now. He don't want us to get it because it's going to take us in another direction. I remember when I first really started getting into playing music or whatnot, I always wondered, was it okay to, do secular music or whatnot and, go in the industry direction? This was when I was, a babe in my understanding. And God prevented a lot of stuff from happening by not allowing doors to be open. And sometimes we try to push through a door that he already, say no, and because he knows it's going to take you in another direction.
So because they were not satisfied with the angel food, God said, okay, I'm gonna rain down quail. I'm gonna give you some meat. And he said, why it was in their mouth. He said, coming all out their ears. He said, it's gonna be coming all out your ears. In other words, I'm gonna give you more. You ask for it, I'm gonna give you more. So you think this is what you want. But all you need is what I'm telling you in the wilderness. Trust me.
And that's like when God gives you or turn you over to what you want, and you end up destroying yourself because the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life, and you find yourself overindulging in something that he already knew that you wasn't ready for. There was nothing wrong with the meat or certain things in life, but he know it ain't good for you because he knew your mentality is messed up. Quick little story here. I remember when we got this place called Where You Been, and on Friday everything is $10 and you'll find like some good items there, but the sad thing about it is the people there were ready to fight, trample over one another for PlayStation 5. Now I remember this happened years ago that when PlayStation 2 3 first came out, people got trampled to death. Now look, we got PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 2 or 3 is no longer really of that importance. So you look at the things that people, fight over, willing to kill over, or willing to, destroy others over because of greed, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. So as we living in this world here, God is, purging certain things out of us and telling us what he want us to have and what he don't want us to have.
So many died in the wilderness, the Bible said, because they lusted. You got to be careful that you ain't forsaking God and lusting after what you want and believing that I'm okay. There ain't nothing wrong with this. Was anything wrong with the quail? No. Was anything wrong with wanting meat? No. But God knows what's best for you in this season. Hey. God knows what you need in this season. And you keep trying to push the hand of God. I want this. I need that. If I had this, if I had that, if it was this way, if it was that way, if they would only do this, if he would only do that, if she would only do this, it would be like God say, if I gave you that, it'll kill you. Because I'm trying to get you to trust me that I know what's best for you. And when
I'm going to stop the video right there. Like I said, the video will be in the description. The channel will be in the description. So please like it, subscribe, and also stay tuned. There's plenty more videos there and teaching. So check it out. Peace.
I know you need me.